Chapter 1 of Aunt Jane's Nieces on Vacation. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Aunt Jane's Nieces on Vacation by L. Frank Baum. Chapter 1 The Hobo at Chazy Junction. Mr. Judkins, the station agent at Chazy Junction, came out of his little house at daybreak, shivered a bit in the chill morning air, and gave an involuntary start as he saw a private car on the side track. There were two private cars, to be exact, a sleeper and a baggage car, and Mr. Judkins knew the 3 o'clock train must have left them as it passed through. "Ah," said he aloud, "the nabobs have arrove." "Who are the nabobs?" asked a quiet voice beside him. Again Mr. Judkins started. He even stepped back a pace to get a better view of the stranger, who had approached so stealthily through the dim light that the agent was unaware of his existence until he spoke. "Who be you?" he demanded, eyeing the man suspiciously. "Never mind who I am," retorted the other in a grumpy tone. "The original question is, who are the nabobs?" "See here, young feller, this ain't no place for tramps," observed Mr. Judkins, frowning with evident displeasure. "Chazy Junction's got all it can do to support its regular inhabitants. You'll have to move on." The stranger sat down on a baggage truck and eyed the private car reflectively. He wore a rough gray suit, baggy and threadbare, a flannel shirt with an old black tie carelessly knotted at the collar, a brown felt hat with several holes in the crown, and coarse cowhide shoes that had arrived at the last stages of usefulness. You would judge him to be from 25 to 30 years of age. You would note that his face was brown from exposure, that it was rather set and expressionless, but in no way repulsive. His eyes, dark and retrospective, were his most redeeming feature, yet betrayed little of their owner's character. Mr. Judkins could make nothing of the fellow, beyond the fact that he was doubtless a tramp, and on that account most unwelcome in this retired neighborhood. Even tramps were unusual at Chazy Junction. The foothills were sparsely settled, and the inhabitants too humble to be attractive to gentlemen of the road, while the rocky highways, tortuous and uneven, offered no invitation to the professional pedestrian. "You'll have to move on," repeated the agent more sternly. "I can't," replied the other with a smile. "The car I was attached to has come to a halt. The engine has left us, and here we are, I and the nabobs." "Been riding the trucks, eh?" "No, rear platform. Very comfortable it was, and no interruptions. The crazy old train stopped so many times during the night that I scarcely woke up when they sidetracked us here, and the first thing I knew I was abandoned in this wilderness. As it grew light I began to examine my surroundings and discovered you. Glad to meet you, sir." "You needn't be." "Don't begrudge me the pleasure, I implore you. I can't blame you for being gruff and unsociable. Were you otherwise, you wouldn't reside at He turned his head to read the half-legible sign on the station house, "at Chazy Junction. I'm familiar with most parts of the United States, but Chazy Junction gets my flutters. Why, oh why in the world did it happen?" Mr. Judkins scowled but made no answer. He was wise enough to understand he was no match in conversation for this irresponsible outcast who knew the great world as perfectly as the agent knew his junction. He turned away and stared hard at the silent sleeper, the appearance of which was not wholly unexpected. "You haven't informed me who the nabobs are. nor why they chose to be sidetracked to Miss Verstaken's donk work.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?